News 12 Long Island debate for Nassau's upcoming special election. It's this Tuesday, September the 10th, which is also primary day. We're talking with the candidates for Nassau's first legislative district. Gentlemen, let's continue. We follow up from the break in the question about the problems that both of you see in your communities, something that you do agree on. You're going to be 1 of 19, right? How do you convince the others to do something about this? Do you believe that this administration will do something about it? Problems that we've seen for 15 years. Mr. Abrahams?
I believe so. I've heard the words of County Executive Tom Suozzi over and over again, and he is committed to affordable housing. He's committed to empowering our community, such as the Long Island Sustainable Long Island Project, which is basically going to revitalize the Roosevelt Strip. So I believe that, you know, his commitment, and he has shown his commitment that he is committed to our community, and I believe that in the upcoming years we'll see that type of change and be able to revamp a lot of misdoings and wrongs in our community. Absolutely.
Mr. LaRosa?
Mr. Suozzi promised that he was going to visit personally the communities. As far as I'm concerned, and to my knowledge, District 1, he has not visited. He has sent representatives. Okay, he has not come. And in the districts where he has gone, he does no answer and question period. He just pretty much lectures the people. And to me, that's done not in good faith. So I have no faith in Mr. Suozzi anymore.
Is every one of your votes, Mr. LaRosa, going to be with the Republicans? Can you ever see yourself, envision yourself voting with the Democrats on something?
That was two questions. You just asked me. You know. Okay. No, my vote will be what is in the best interest of the residents in District 1 in particular, and what is in the best interest of the county in general. I will vote. So
no matter how much pressure you have on you by your fellow Republicans, if you believe in something that the Democrats are proposing, you'd cast your vote with them.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned before in the interviews, this will not be politics as usual. We're going to do the right thing for the community for once.
Mr. Abrahams.
That would be very interesting to see with Mr. LaRosa, actually, you know, being able to break away from the lockstep voting.
Would you ever vote with the minority?
Would I ever vote with the? I would vote for the best interest of the community, and that's where I do agree with Mr. LaRosa, that basically the community should be firsthand. But however, when we look at things in terms of what is going on in Nassau County with the fiscal distress, basically I'm going to vote on what's best for Nassau County and how to get Nassau County back on track. And I believe that all those types of initiatives are possessed within the Suozzi plan, which is going to be outlined in September 16th.
You're the budget analyst for Nassau's Democratic lawmakers. How does that benefit you if elected as a county lawmaker?
I believe being in the budget director position and working in the budget office for the last 2.5 years enables me to basically hit the ground running once elected after September 10th. Basically, that situation and that process is very confusing. Basically, we don't have time for training wheels. We need somebody that's going to be able to hit the ground running and take off and understand the budget and be able to give, you know, an analysis without being prepped every single time. Basically, I believe that once elected to that office, I believe that position, the only part to me that would be a natural training process will be actually learning the position and learning the constituent services, because I believe I have the budget end of it covered.
Okay. Mr. LaRosa, you're a career counselor for the town of Hempstead. How do you think that experience translates to becoming a county legislator?
It's an incredible experience. I've been there 8 years, and as I mentioned before, I'm at the front line. I see the residents of our community come in as they lose their jobs or just as their unemployments have run out. Okay, and I myself, as I help pay the mortgage of our house, you know, on a very low income, am just barely making ends meet. So I can empathize very well with the problems of our community, and that will give me an added insight, okay? And also my activity as a community activist, not a politician.
How important is being an Hispanic to your candidacy? 30 seconds.
Well, I believe I am the better qualified of the two candidates for this election. I happen to be Hispanic, very proud of it, and there is a large Hispanic population. I'm not on the figures, 25–30%, and that's going to help us. But I'm the candidate for all the residents. We have a very diverse community.
Mr. Abrahams, Democrats have a 2-to-1 edge in enrollment, yet you've said the election is not certain.
Absolutely. I don't think the election is certain because basically the seat was once held by a Republican from 1995 to 1999. So for no reason I would think that the seat is certain. And that's why we've been working hard every day campaigning, whether it's at the supermarkets or knocking on doors or at the train stations. We have basically worked very hard towards winning this election.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Time now for our closing statements. We will hear first from you, Ricky LaRosa.
Yes, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Channel 12. And thank you all the listeners for being out there. Again, my name is Ricky LaRosa, the Republican candidate, the conservative, the Right to Life candidate. I will bring order. I will put the legislature in order. Okay, I will not vote party line, as has been implied. I will vote in what is in the best interest of the people. I grew up in the community. I am proud to call myself the native son. And we have issues that have to be seriously addressed, seriously addressed in our community that are not being addressed by both parties, all politicians. All they're giving us is lip service. Folks, just listen to me very carefully. No new taxes, 19.4%, no new taxes, okay? And if I may, to those who don't speak English, soy Ricky LaRosa, su candidato, apoyo a todos nuestra comunidad, los haitianos, los jamaiquinos, los caribeños. Gracias, merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. LaRosa. And Mr. Abrahams, your closing statement.
Well, first, I would like to thank you, Scott, for the opportunity, and News 12 for the opportunity to be able to debate the issues at hand in our community. I believe that on September 10th, that my experience as the budget director for the Nassau County Legislative Majority will basically be a natural progression, which will give us the opportunity to basically fill in a position, just basically a smooth transition, which will allow us to basically, as a community, to move forward and have someone in that office which will be able to understand the budget concerns throughout our community. I believe that the dream, the suburban dream that my family moved out here to Nassau County 25 years ago has been lost. Safe streets, clean streets, road repair and services basically have not been here anymore. I pledge that I will be an advocate for our community to ensure that these services are guaranteed and that in Mineola our voices will be heard. On September 10th, I am asking for your support. Please support me and we can do this together. Thank you.
Kavine Abrahams, Ricky LaRosa. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in to talk with us. Thank you for joining us. This debate will be shown again this coming weekend on both Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 a.m. and in the afternoon at 1 o'clock and 4:30 and again at 8:30 in the evening. And be sure to visit news12.com for a complete list of all the primary election results, including Nassau's special election. Again, the Nassau County special election and primary day, Tuesday, September 10th. I'm Scott Feldman. Thanks for watching.
I didn't get into this business to get into